What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Seahawks Coast to Coast. A little bit of a different episode today. We're a little late, but at the same time,
we did not care.
So we did not care to show up on time today. So, Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl.
I know. Let's go. There's so much to talk about. It's going to be an awesome show. Really excited. Oh man, I can't believe we're here. Like the thing happened, and man, so excited for the show tonight.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't think it would happen this season. I thought if we were actually going to the Super Bowl, it was going to be next year. Just because first year offensive coordinator, I feel like that never happens. Like I'd be curious to see the last team that made the Super Bowl with a first year offensive coordinator, other than well, I guess the Eagles probably have, because they've had a new offensive coordinator every year for the past 5 years. But maybe I'm just an old soul. But yeah, it's a fun night. I can't believe it went the way it did. I was definitely on the edge of my seat the entire time. So
yeah, be a very fun show. We have a lot to talk about, and man, we did the thing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I just thought it was, aside from just the game details for a second, it's just amazing that props to Jody Allen. I think I said this last week on the show. It was Saturday, so about raising the 12th man flag. But boy, she gave John Schneider the green light to rip this thing down to the studs, and she did it. So I lost Zach. I have no idea where he went. I don't know.
Here. I pushed the wrong button. I was bringing up stats and stuff, and I accidentally got out of StreamYard. Yep.
We did not care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I thought that was freaking awesome. I love the trophy presentation. If you don't mind, I'm going to play an 8-second clip of the trophy presentation that I thought was actually pretty freaking sweet. It just, Mike McDonald's a little crazy. So let's play it.
I'm speechless. I'll tell you what. This is the power of 12 as one, man. This is a heck of a job.
I mean, it got everybody that's a Seahawks fan. I mean, if you didn't feel a little fired up, even a little emotional during that whole ceremony, I don't know what's wrong with you, because it was awesome. Just the whole day was awesome, aside from a couple parts in the game that weren't so awesome. But we'll talk about that in a second, unless there's anything else you want to talk about before we kind of break the game down a little bit.
No, I'm pumped. So we can dive into the game, and we're gonna take our sweet old time here with tonight's show. So let's get into it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we start off the game. God, I'm an idiot. We kicked it to start the game. God, I just watched the replay before this. No, I think we got the ball first. I don't know. Anyways, first drive, Seahawks on offense. That pass to Rashid Shaheed was a little underthrown, but boy, I think that has to do with how fast Rashid Shaheed is as well. And that was 3rd and 10, I believe. Really just led to the score. After that, you feed Charbonnet. You can't feed Charbonnet. He's out. You feed Walker a few times, and then he busts it, to the outside on that touchdown run. And I had a couple clips, but I didn't know how to make them into MP4 files. So just that one of I learned how to do it right before we came on, by the way. That's how I got the "we did not care" clip. But that play before the touchdown run on 2nd down, where it looked like he was tackled at the 5 and went all the way down to, they spot at the 2. It looked like that was not a favorable spot for the Seahawks. But boy, he just put the team on his back that drive, him and Jackson.
Yeah.
And
It's so funny because I remember talking about earlier in the year about Darnold and his chemistry with Shaheed in the pass game, and just mentioning like the dude is so fast, and I remember it being within like the first couple weeks of him being on the squad, and Sam like not really targeting him very well, and then us being like, I don't know if he's just like not used to him yet, and now that we're going to the Super Bowl, we can still take a look at deep shots like that and go, nope, still not quite used to that blinding speed that kid's got. And it's really, really cool to have a weapon out there that at the end of the day, we it's a luxury, right? That's not our whole offense. And really, really neat to watch.
Well, we thought he was going to be a great addition to Horton when we first signed him. I think we talked a little bit about this on Saturday, but we were like, oh man, Horton's going to come back. We're going to have Horton, Shaheed, and Smith and Jigba, and because Kupp really wasn't doing anything. But yeah, I think Kupp made a pretty good play this week. A touchdown and maybe a catch, maybe not a catch. I don't know what you. I thought it wasn't a catch. I'm not going to lie. But then when I watched it the first time, I go, oh, that's not a catch. And then we're skipping to the very end of the game right now, by the way. We just went from the first drive to the last drive. But when he first caught that and they showed it, I go, damn it, he dropped it. But then they replayed it for a second. And I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, that is a catch. So I don't know. Whatever they called on the field should stand.
Yeah, I also thought that when it first got called, I'm like, well, we're very fortuitous that it's not called the other way because, man, it's going to be really hard to make it into something else. And then they show the replay, and I'm like, well, I mean, if that ain't a catch, then it's very close. And then they had McDonald had his radio availability today, and he was like, yeah, we were going to go for it if we were going to be short. So,
oh, no way. So that was the other thing when they didn't even, well, I guess they don't bring the chains out anymore, but when he just waved the chains right away, I was like, no way. Sweet.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome. McVay could challenge it, but he didn't want to use his timeouts. So.
Well, McVay after the game had his fair share of complaints, but he,
oh, did he complain about
everything? Yeah.
Being uncatchable that hit our receiver in the face mask? Did he complain about that?
Yeah. And oh gosh, it's just
we'll get into it because that's part of the NFL headlines.
Good, it should be because my goodness, what a loser.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, he he was told, or he told the media, like the refs told me I couldn't challenge it or something like that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's total bullshit. It was outside the 2-minute warning. You can challenge whatever the heck you want. You can challenge whether it's a catch. You can challenge a spot of the ball. You can do whatever. Except for I didn't realize that. I think it was the last regular season game. I think it was the 49ers game. They had a terrible spot where I thought it should have been like 3rd and inches, and they made it like 3rd and 3. And the rules analyst came on and goes, well, you can't challenge a spot unless it involves the line to gain. And I'm like, okay, so hypothetical. This is just, being hypothetical because this could happen. Say the ref's having a really bad day, right? And a runner gets tackled for -1 yard, and they decide to spot that 9 yards. They decide to spot that, 2nd and 1. I mean,
yeah,
you can't challenge that.
Huh.
I just thought that was bizarre.
Chat's popping off today. Good to see everybody around.
Pats are going to beat you guys. Thank you, Hope Nation. I really, you know what?
We got 2 weeks.
This game's kind of going to be less of a preview and more just a review. It's kind of going to be like the like the podcast after the first 49ers game, where there's kind of, we got a week. I mean, we didn't know who we were playing at the time, but if you really like I feel like I can confidently say that, like, if I was a Seahawks fan coming into Hope Nation 101's podcast, I could confidently say the Seahawks are going to beat you guys. But okay, you're joking, right? You have to be joking. I'm done with this. The Seahawks, yeah, poor Patriots fans. I think we were talking about this last time. There are people that are 7 years old that have never seen the Patriots win a playoff game. I'm so happy for them. They've had to wait so long.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, let's get to the. We give up a field goal. The first defensive possession. Just thinking back in my head, and I think it's hilarious that their kicker's name is Mevis. Like, I want to make a T-shirt that has Mevis and Butthead and Sean McVay being Butthead. I thought that'd be pretty funny.
That would be cool.
But I'll tell you one concern I had throughout the game, and I think it started on that first defensive drive, was Witherspoon did not have his best game as a Seahawk. I don't know if you noticed that, but there were quite a few plays where he was trailing and falling down. So
it was rough. Seattle's coverage did not play well at all. I'm sure we'll talk about Reek eventually, but Witherspoon struggled. Job struggled.
Yep.
Just not good coverage unless if your name is Nicky Memori. And what a player. Like, we have been on this hype train all year long for him. And my goodness, what a stage to just show up and show out. And he's playing edge. He's playing nickel. He's playing strong safety. He's playing linebacker. Like, the dude is everywhere doing everything. Like,
and I think he's kind of transforming, on the sideline. I think we saw him transform into a bit of a leader as well, because you don't see many rookies go after vets the way that he went after number 27.
Absolutely. And just, he's stepping into the spotlight. Like, what a time for this rookie to really show up and show out. And
he shows up in big games too. This isn't the first big game we've been like, oh, even more. I mean, he's been awesome.
Yeah. Really cool.
Kind of enough to where you wish you would have traded up to 32 to get him so you could have a fifth-year option. But I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna mess around with him as long as he plays the next 2 years like he is. I think he'll get a nice extension. So
I agree. I agree.
So yeah, we give up the field goal. Next drive, I do have 1 4-second clip. This is kind of what I want to show you. Next drive down the field, and then Jackson Smith-Njigba makes one of the coolest catches I've seen in a long time. And this is the only highlight from the game we actually have. But here it is. I mean, look at the way it just stuck to his hands. And that was in slow motion. In real time, that was 10 times more impressive. I was like, no way he caught that. And you look, yep, he did. And I think Darnold took a sack that drive, right? And that's what kind of knocked us out and kicked a field goal. But at the end of the first half, or actually going into the second half, my friend that was over goes, oh, JSN has over 100 yards. And I go, no, he does not. And he did. I had to look it up on ESPN. I was like, there's no way. And he finished with a couple yards shy of Puka, but we were the winners, so I'll take that.
Yeah. And Seattle winds up diversifying their wide receiver portfolio this game. And at the end of the day, you look at their receiving unit, and yes, JSN had 153 yards on 10 catches, but again, Shaheed with that deep shot, that 51-yard catch is only one of the day. And you look at the other guys who wind up catching touchdowns in this thing, like Cooper Kupp, Jake Bobo, dude.
Bobo. I thought it was Barnard. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's a white guy scoring a touchdown. It must be Barnard.
Yeah. And it's Jake Bobo of all people. And man, like we've said this all year when it comes to this team, they can win in the way that you expect them to win, but they don't have to. They can win in many different ways, in many different forms.
Yeah, we've talked about it over and over again.
And here in a game where, man, we talked about how defense and special teams, like, if we're going to wind up winning, that's what we're going to have to do. And, the run game's going to have to be really well. And guess what? Like, Sam Darnold, who we really haven't touched on a whole lot, who I'm sure we will in a moment or so.
Yeah, let's get over the drive-by-drive thing, because I was having trouble. I didn't just watch it, so I agree.
Like, what everybody thinks of when they think of this team, like efficient passing, JSN, sprinkle in a couple other guys. That's how they won. And
yeah, but we talked about before the game, we said we don't want Sam to have to win the game, because we thought our defense was going to play a little bit better. I mean, realistically, should have only allowed 20 points, but Sam did beat them. Sam Darnold beat the Rams.
Yeah. And like Matt Stafford on a night where he goes 22 of 35, 374, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, a rating of 127, almost 128. You look across the field, and it's our guy, like, on the biggest stage, had the game of his life. And at the end of the game, where he's smiling, like he gets the trophy, and you can kind of see it like starting to bubble up in his cheeks, and then the smile finally breaks out.
Yeah. Like,
that man has been through so much crap, and he crushed it. And
absolutely.
he didn't have to, because he plays for a team that can win in so many ways, but when we needed him to win the game, he won the game. And at the end, just going drive by drive with you, if we're going to wind up getting to the very end of the game, Seattle gets the ball back with 4 minutes and 35-ish seconds left, because the defense made a huge 4th down stop on the goal line, which apparently was lucky, according to the Rams head coach. But
he said that because Devin Witherspoon breaking up both those passes. And like we talked about earlier, Devin Witherspoon did not have a good game, but boy, on the goal line when they needed him the most, right?
According to McVay, it was very lucky and fortuitous that we played a defense that we messed up, that we shouldn't have been playing on that play.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But anyway, Clint could have went full turtle, right? Clint Kubiak could have just called super conservative, like, we're just going to run you to death. But man, on 2nd and 3rd down on that drive, you trust Sam, and he made some throws, made some big plays, and he won the game.
And there was a play there was a play in that last drive by Kenneth Walker where he caught it and started running backwards, and I'm going, it looked backwards. It was really sideways, and I'm going, what are you doing? And then, he gets 12 yards. So I sound like an idiot when I say stuff like that. But I mean, nothing scarier than a guy playing for money. I think we've been talking about that. So,
yeah. What a game by our guy. And for him to finally step into a play, and he had his interview too. Like, he had his time in the sun, and you could just tell he loves the city. He loves the situation that he has now found himself in. Like, man, if you're still a Sam Darnold hater, your life's gonna suck because he ain't going anywhere for a long while. He's that whole like, oh, we have him down to a 3-year contract and we can get out of it easy. That ain't happening. Like he's gonna be around.
Yeah, so you're saying Jalen Milroe next season isn't gonna happen?
No, all the Milrose stands are gonna be heartbroken.
Dude, I was part of it, kind of. I was like, hey, let this guy sit behind for a year. I didn't expect this year to go quite like this. I think me and you both kind of predicted 11 wins going into the season. We didn't predict. 14's a lot. It's only 3 more, but it looks a lot different than 11. And what we saw from Milroe was not very promising, and what we've been seeing from Darnold has been looking awesome. So,
yeah.
Let's get into Rick Woolen. Okay. For one, I want to say props to him for doing this. I'm going to play a little clip here. I thought that was actually very nice of him to do that at the end of the game. If you pick that ball off and you don't just drop it and you commit that penalty, we're having a completely different conversation about you right now. But the fact of the matter is, I think 2 things are true. So I'm going to say the first part first. The fact of the matter is, you celebrated with your team, with 2 of your teammates. I think it was Job and Job and Wari, regardless. And then you walk to the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams and the quarterback and start talking shit to him. And at which point I'm going, what are you doing? But here's another thing. I think the official says this to him. Hey, if you don't stop right now, we're giving them a first down. Okay? And I think Woolen stops when he sees that. So as I was very frustrated with Woolen, I think it's kind of I just want to show you something. Let me show you this really quick. Okay. You should never have. Speaking of Sean McVay, a coach should never have this reaction to a player getting a 15-yard penalty. Nobody got hurt. It's the biggest game of the year. I don't think you make that call. So I don't know, or at least give a warning before you throw the flag.
Yeah, I mean, there was a report that the ref did issue a warning, and then he proceeded to walk 20 more yards and berate the sideline. So I think enough grace was given. My stance. We talked about it before the show, but this is not the first time that he has been full of himself to the point where it hurts the team. And if you play for a group whose motto is mentality over bullshit.
Oh my God, Zach's over.
I know.
Go ahead.
You can't have that. You cannot do that. And let your play speak for itself.
Or celebrate with your teammates.
Yeah, or celebrate with your teammates. Like, don't do the one thing that keeps this team that's on the ropes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, like, I look at that and I go, well, like he has signed his fate for the future of the team. Like, win, lose, or draw. We know that McDonald and him aren't,
best friends.
They're not best friends. Woolen's been benched before.
By both coaches, by the way. You get benched by Pete. That's pretty rough.
And yeah, have fun playing anywhere else next year. But I tell you what, though, McDonald's done a great job coming out of that situation. Now, thank God we won. But
Yeah, I was gonna say Sergeant Jordan B 2519 says he would have been remembered as the biggest dummy in our history. Yes, that's the number one thing I was thinking. The very next play, because their punt team,
yeah,
it goes from their punt team on the field being up 11 points with, I don't know, it was still in the third quarter, but regardless. So you're getting the ball back, and then immediately the next play, who gets burned? Reek Woolen. And then it's a 4-point game.
Yeah.
So that if we'd have lost, yeah, there would have been a lot of replays of Eamon Worry going off on Woolen on the sideline. And you know what? I like that Eamon Worry went after him. I'm not gonna lie. Being a young guy like that too, and I get everybody's just trying to separate him, but I think most of us were on Eamon Worry's side.
Absolutely.
So, and I could, you know what, talk shit to the receiver, or to say something quick to the quarterback, but to walk, like you said, I don't think it was 20. I think it was like 40 yards down the field, because that play happened at maybe 30, but that play happened at like the 20-yard line, and he was past midfield talking shit to Sean McVay.
Yeah. Yeah, here we have the comment, Woolen has a history of taunting penalties, and that's my whole thing. Is like, if this was a one-off thing
Earlier, yeah.
Yeah, if this is a one-off thing of somebody, letting the moment get the best of you, like, sure, that's fine. But man, dude, like, it's all the time. And why hasn't this been fixed? And I find myself thinking of him like I thought of DK Metcalf fighting for extra yards and fumbling. Like, why are we still doing this? It's a problem.
Or just fighting cornerbacks.
Or fans in the stands. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's who knows? But it's like, this is a problem. You now play for a coach that, like, we're going to figure out your issues and we're going to fix them. If they still remain issues, we have zero problems getting rid of you and finding somebody else who can do your job. And I think that is probably his future moving forward. And I don't have a problem with that at all.
Well, and to be completely honest, you don't go full Richard Sherman on Michael Crabtree in the third quarter. You go full Richard Sherman on Michael Crabtree after the game is over.
Yep.
Also, it's a 15-yard penalty anyways. Just punch Sean McVay in the face, dude. Just like
get your money's worth.
Make it worth it. I was talking to my friend about that today. He goes, well, it was a 15-yard penalty anyways. He should have made it way worse. Like, I don't know, body slam Sean McVay, do something, Instead, you just look like a dumbass, which he would have regardless. He would have got suspended for, I'd say, 1 game, because if DK can punch a fan and get 2 games, I think you can, like, punch a head coach and get 1. So, yeah, that's what we've been talking about this all year, about how the Mariners and the Seahawks are kind of, and it's insane that they're actually successful at the same time. But yeah, they definitely, they have like one player with an ego on both teams, and I'd say that Julio's ego has been a lot better. But yeah. After there was one game, I can't remember what game it was, where we're totally ragging on him. Had to be like the game before the Saints game, and then he stepped it up like right after that. So, but yeah, what are some other things that happened? I noticed this guy brought up something about Helani's drop, but Helani did have a good catch for a first down after that. He kind of redeemed himself. What else?
He blocked well in pass protection. I noticed that a good deal about his game. And
by the way, for a guy with an oblique, those throws of him standing in the pocket, it seemed like every big throw, he had guys in his face tackling him.
Yep.
And I'm not too worried about the oblique during the Super Bowl, knock on wood, right? But I'm not really worried about Drake May's shoulder. We'll get to that in NFL news. So
I think Patriots felt left out and needed some injury talking points, and were like, "Well, Drake May's hurt."
They're
Wink,
like,
wink.
they're like, wait, your quarterback's hurt? Our quarterback's hurt.
Yeah.
What else? What else? Oh, how did we forget? The muff punt. So the first time he muffed the punt, keep in mind, this was not a one-time deal. The first time he muffed the punt, Derek Young ran past him. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
And I go, what are you doing? You never run past him when he calls a fair catch, right? And I thought we'd never get that opportunity again.
Nope.
Okay,
Yep. I thought the same thing. I'm like, dang it.
And you notice the very next punt, they were in his face again. And then the punt, I think it was the punt after that. Boy, did they learn on the fly. Hey, don't run past the guy because he just might. I mean, I think they could have ran 10 yards past him that time, and because the guy fell on his back, because I think he was just thinking about catching it, and he didn't. But yeah, that set up 6 points. What drive was that? That was the Bobo touchdown, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, and then
Like the next play. Yeah, was Bobo.
The JSN touchdown at the end of the first half. How does he get that wide open?
It's a beautiful play design. Like there's been more than a few people that have done deep dives on it, and it's a great concept. I can see Iona's back. It's been a long while.
Iona? It's been a while. I think she watched our stuff usually after we're gone. Yeah, Patriots by a million. Raj of God.
Yeah. I don't know how you scored 10 points in an AFC Championship game and think you're going to win by a million, but whatever.
Dude, it's the weather. Kurt Warner said you need to play that game in a dome.
It's the weather. It only happened for a quarter, and you're playing a backup quarterback. Why are you only scoring 10 points?
To be fair, Stiddy didn't lose that game the backwards pass, okay?
And the interception at the end that literally lost them the game. So
listen, Stiddy
but it snowed and you couldn't hear, you couldn't see them because they were wearing white. Ooh,
for putting up 7 points, Stiddy did a pretty remarkable job. I was rooting for him. I was not even because I cared who we played in the Super Bowl. I think we have a pretty good matchup against.
We do not care.
Teams. Yeah, let me bring that up really quick.
We did not care.
We did not care. But I was kind of rooting for him. I kind of wanted to see Stiddy do his thing, Well, he did his thing. I kind of wanted to see Stiddy do something else. We got Ghostbusters in Seattle. Hawk, yeah. Hawk, yeah, dude.
Now we're talking.
The city is buzzing right now, by the way. I know you're 3,000 miles away. Kind of pisses me off. I think we've talked about this, but I realize it's good for the city to be happy about something. It's like that thing you're really into. It's like, think about I don't know. When people started doing Pokemon Go like 10 years ago, and the nerds forever were like, the Pokemon is my thing. I'm a Pokemon nerd. And then you get these people just collect Pokemon on the street, and they're like, that was my thing. And now it's everybody's thing. But anyways, it's kind of cool.
So you're mad there's people that like the Seahawks that aren't Joe Stevens.
I'm mad that I'm mad that I'm going to work. Oh, Ghostbusters, dude, I am so dumb. It took me a second. It took Raj of God explaining seeing ghosts. I was totally lost there. So,
oh well, yeah, you didn't. That's a shame. I figured that out right away. But anyway, yeah, cool.
Man,
chat's popping today.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. This is great.
Raj of God is really pissing me off. But anyways,
like all the other Seattle fans in Seattle. Yeah, terrible. What a conundrum.
It's not like that people are liking it. It's that people are not being a dick, dude, but people are like trying to talk to me about the game that have watched like 2 games all season. And I'm like, shut up. Like,
I see through you. Yeah.
yeah, they're like, that Darnold's pretty good. When did we get him? Like stuff like that. And you're like, are you serious? Or people that like didn't go to the games all year, and then all of a sudden they go to the NFC Championship and you see on their Snapchats. I don't know. It was pretty good. Wow. A little bit of a controversial topic I did want to bring up because I meant to clip it and bring it on here. Did you see the news report? For one, there was 2. There was a Patriots one and a Seahawks one. But did you see all the guys that were like in New England saying "gay for May, gay for"? Did you see that?
No.
Anyways, the news anchor was gay, and he was like, but he was cool with it, dude. He goes, well, I am, but you know what? I am too. And then he started chanting it with them. I was like, that was sick. And then the other one was there's this drunk lady on her boyfriend's shoulders right outside the Lumen Field. Have you seen that one?
No.
This is on King 5 Live, by the way, which is the local NBC station. And she's going, fuck yeah, we're going to fucking get revenge on those fucking Patriots. And he's the news guy, can you do that with less F-bombs? And she's like, we're going to fucking beat them. And then they just cut it off. And then they had another one. Or no, they didn't cut her off. They cut her boyfriend off because her boyfriend was like, I think what she meant to say is we're rematching. And I was like, oh my God, the city is back. The city is back.
They'll never remember this great night because
they will forever. They'll have video proof.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So you called it at the beginning of the postseason. For one, I just want to say, let's just get the game over with. The celebration was awesome. We'll get into kind of some of the penalties in a bit. But yeah, they're I don't even remember where I was going.
What did I call at the beginning of the postseason?
Oh, that we were playing the Patriots. You called it. You said, if I want a rematch, I want the Patriots. And I was like, I want the Steelers just for nostalgia. You got it. One thing that is going to be annoying because you said it already is how many times they're going to replay the Malcolm Butler interception. It's probably going to be about 400 times a day for the next 2 weeks. And God, let's see what some of the people are saying. The Patriots isn't anywhere as good as the Rams. Going to beat them like we beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's going to be that bad, but I really do. Oh yeah, that secondary is fierce. I think they can focus on shutting down the run and make old Sammy D throw it. Well, if you watch the game on Sunday night, I think Sammy D did a pretty good job of throwing it.
And the Patriots, and I'm like what we said, tonight's show is going to be, a bit of fun and banter, and then probably next week's show is going to take a deeper dive into the game itself. But Patriots have some big issues at left tackle, man, and they are not good at all over there. So I wouldn't be throwing stones at Seattle offensive line, which has been pretty good in pass protection, where the Patriots have really, really struggled, especially here in the postseason.
Yeah. I'm from like 30 minutes south of Seattle, and you're pretty close to Pittsburgh, right?
I'm not close to Pittsburgh. I'm just make a dot in the middle of the state of Pennsylvania, and that's pretty close to where I'm at. So
yeah.
Everybody's assumption is like, are you close to Pittsburgh or Philadelphia? And it's like, Pennsylvania is a pretty big state, and I'm not close to either one of those things. So, yeah.
He was West Philadelphia born and raised, though, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Seattle doesn't deserve a Super Bowl. Okay. Patriots. Sorry, I kind of went up on that one.
No, it's good. Chad's buzzing today.
This is my problem right here. Jason is saying it. Blue Friday only popped up like 3 weeks ago. Like, that's my problem right there. But anyways, I get, my mom even said to me today, she's like, why can't you just be happy for everybody? And I'm like, because I'm a dick. I don't know.
I like misery everywhere I find it.
I'm from Seattle. I like the rain, gray skies. Who goes for it on 4th down with a backup quarterback knowing inclement? It wasn't just Sean Payton this postseason. People have been going for 4th down all postseason, and it just not working. It actually seems like since like week 18, I've been seeing like at least one every game.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get a bottle of water delivered to me right now.
Oh my God, Uber or what?
Wife? Yeah.
DoorDash? Yeah. Let's see. This Raj guy is a clown. Rookie. Don't bully him. Me on the internet. Excellent.
I mean, yeah, like as decent as Raj is being here in this moment, like at the end of the day, we kind of had back-to-back 49ers games where the entire chat was nothing but that kind of stuff. So it's fine. Like we welcome all of it. Like we love the fact that you trust us with your evening and here to talk a little bit of football.
Okay, Raj, I will say this though. Look at the Seahawks versus the Texans. If you want to see the Seahawks,
we've already played them. That's the thing. Like it already happened.
Yeah, we talked about this. It was an 8-point game that should have been a 30-point game. But George Springer hit a home run in the bottom of the 7th, and then the whole crowd died that game. I'm blaming that. I'm blaming that. See, I agree with Joe. I hate bandwagon Niner fans with a fracking passion. Don't be here for the good times if you can't handle the bad. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. Jason fucking got it. He knows
what's up. He knows what's up.
Yeah, there's a lot of fireworks going off on Sunday.
Bebop Jones and PA2, Lehigh Valley, you just skipped over that. Oh, let's go. Hey, yeah.
Bebop.
How do I give you a general direction of where I live without doxing myself on the internet?
So his address.
Joe's got it. So like at the end of the day, like Joe could expose me at any time. But
that's me, dude.
Lehigh Valley, probably an hour and some change away from you. So you'd have to pick a direction and guess. So not bad at all.
Yeah, you guys, I'm from Maple Valley. So I'm less secretive though.
Stardew Valley. Yeah.
Yeah. But
video game reference. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if that's actually where you lived or not. I was just like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, let's get to some headlines in because I've been all over the place. I'm sorry. We're just
chat's great. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun show. It's a fun show.
I'm a fun guy now. We
might even wind up playing Sporkle. We haven't done that forever.
Dude,
I mean,
fucking love
who knows?
Sporkle.
Let our hair down, Joe. Let our hair down today.
Yeah, dude, we can do weekly picks of the AFC versus NFC flag football game. Looks like I was talking to my. Well, I was talking to one of my. Oh, that's not on the headlines, but how do you guys feel about Shedeur Sanders being in the Pro Bowl? I was which one's worse, Tyler Huntley making it or Shedeur?
Or Bill Belichick not making the Hall of Fame?
That's on the news. That's on the news. That's on the news. Shut up.
Man, you just hate everybody.
I just wanted to bring this up. This was I couldn't get a good look, but this guy did a YouTube video on how bad the non-pass interference call was on 3rd down on Rashid Shaheed. So, of course, I can't see his description or his name. But he did a pretty good job on it, like breaking down what the rule was. And it can only be considered non-catchable if it is definitive non-catchable pass, not if the ball hits. And Dean Blandino did say, I think it's uncatchable. It can't be, I think it's uncatchable. But also if it hits the receiver in the helmet, usually that means it is catchable. So, and I'm not going to lie. I brought up one second. Of course, we're going to have to. Okay. Yeah. The refs screwed the the Rams are getting screwed by the refs because they missed a face mask call on Demarcus Lawrence. But realistically, they had to punt the ball away because of that non-penalty, and we had to punt the ball away because of that non-penalty. I don't think one team got screwed more than the other with the officials. I mean, we had the 15-yarder on Woolen. They have the play that they think is a catch or not a catch, or they can't challenge it. I mean, it wasn't the best officiated game by far, but I think it was pretty even.
Oh, for a long while it wasn't, but I mean, eventually, I felt like Rams fans feel like they got screwed by the refs, but the problem is Seattle just kind of had like that steady stream of officiating the entire game, and the refs then remembered that there were two teams playing in this football game and then decided to referee against the Rams for the last quarter and a half against the Rams. So that's they kind of feel like they got screwed there. But I think at the end of the day, it all evened out.
Yeah. Raj of God is a Panthers fan. Why?
Why are you being mean?
Yeah.
Why are you being mean? We were hoping for the Panthers in this playoffs
too. We did not whoop the Panthers' ass. That was actually a tough game. I was sweating. Lakewood, yup. Let's see here. Take a look at the NFL tweet from September 4th, 2025. Hawks Nation, I disagree with you like crazy. If the NFL was scripted, there's no way they're sending JSN out there to make freaking one-handed grabs like that. Sorry, it's not happening. We've all seen it at this point. I'm so like when it comes to
there are takes that get Joe really fired up. Hawk Station, you really just landed on the one that he hates.
Conspiracies, the script, and then like refs are out to get one team instead of the other. I hate it. I hate it. Anything that calls against integrity of the game. I stand with Roger Goodell on this topic. I'm all about the integrity of the game. So as long as it means we're going to Super Bowl, that's all I care about, right? What else? Drake May says he didn't injure his shoulder during the AFC title game, but will benefit from extra rest. So what I saw was he was just kind of saying it was sore because of so many weeks of throwing the ball 5 times a day, or five times a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it either. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, he is going to play quarterback for them. I'd be willing to bet a lot of money on that.
Yep.
Miss Face Mask, where's the Bill Belichick deal? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the biggest snub of the year. This is... Dude, guys...
Don't cheat. Don't cheat, Joe. Don't deflate the footballs. Don't have Spygate. Tell Jim
Harbaugh that, dude. He's roaming the sideline right now of an NFL team with no consequences.
You just talked about the integrity of the NFL. This scoundrel can wait a year before going into the Hall of Fame.
You have to admit it's bullshit.
It is. I totally agree. I think it's so dumb.
I don't even like Bill Belichick, and I was pissed.
Yeah.
I actually really don't like him. I liked him there for a while. And then he started dating a girl that's like really young and letting her control his life and making it a huge distraction at the University of North Carolina. And, I was kind of never over the whole Super Bowl 49 deal, but I was kind of over the whole Patriots dynasty thing. I'm like, whatever. He's the best head coach of all time. Who didn't vote for him?
10 people, apparently.
But more than 10, because you only need 50 to get inducted. It doesn't have to be like a unanimous decision.
I don't know. It is weird. We live in a time where Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer and Shadur Sanders is a first ballot Pro Bowler.
He's not. He's a replacement. he's an alternate.
Still counts.
Let's see. Oh my goodness, you guys.
Whoa.
History
Whoa.
tends to repeat itself. I'm a hater.
Yeah, Darnold has statistically been the best quarterback in the past 2 years. One of only one of two quarterbacks ever to win 14 wins in back-to-back years. It's true.
Bill is a creep. Yeah, Bill is a creep, but he is literally
it is creepy.
He is the best NFL head coach of all time, hands down, bar none. He's second in all-time wins. And then they said, oh, well, he didn't do it without Brady. Bill Belichick carried Brady until like 2006. Those first 3 Super Bowls, Tom Brady was there for the ride. The defense ran that show. So,
yeah.
the craziest thing is Robert Kraft will be in the Hall of Fame. Dude, Kraft's a douche too.
We can make this Belichick news into Seahawk news because I did read like him not getting in this year is going to hurt Mike Holmgren.
Oh, I'm
next
over
year.
It. Yeah,
like
I assumed Mike wasn't going to make it this year because I assumed Bill Belichick was going to be in this year.
Like the thing is about Mike is like you can't have Bill Belichick behind Mike Holmgren in the Hall of Fame. So
no,
like now,
and Mike Holmgren is a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, now Mike's
he's not Bill
wait.
Belichick.
Exactly.
Sorry, like he's not. And we talked about that last year when he didn't make it. You're going to go, okay, next year you're not going to make it because Belichick's going to make it.
Yeah, that's a shame. I don't think he deserves that. Like, he absolutely is a Hall of Famer.
No.
And shouldn't have to play politics to wait.
Honestly, the only reason why I think someone wouldn't get in on it, realistically, is if they're betting on sports games.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's the only reason someone shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. So, Drake May is the only quarterback. Dumb that Hall of Fame. Yeah, I saw that now. They only started that like a couple years ago. Okay, where are we at? Okay. I thought this was bizarre. I don't follow the Broncos very well. But they fired their offensive coordinator and their receivers coach. And I guess their cornerbacks coach, but Kiri Colbert, he actually played for the Seahawks for half a season in 2008 when our whole wide receiver room was decimated. Don't ask me why I remember that, but him and Billy McMullen got signed like in the same week. I mean, we were so bad that Michael Bumpus scored a touchdown for us. So, yeah, this can't be because of the game, right? With the backup quarterback scoring 7 points.
I mean, maybe. I know that wide receiver has been an issue for Denver all year, so I think the writing was on the wall for that. I don't understand the offensive coordinator move. I think Denver had a decent scheme this year. It's just, didn't really have the talent in the run game to make up for your lack of talent on the outside. So, yeah, I think Denver's just they got to go out and get a running back, and they got to go out and get a really true number one. But I didn't think scheme was the issue. I just thought it was people.
Yeah.
Weird move.
You know how I wish the Seahawks would have signed the offense or in the offseason? I think that
Philip Rivers.
If that Panthers fan is still here, that Rico Dowdle, I like that running back for the Panthers. He is awesome. And I wish we would have signed him so bad. I watch him play, and I'm like, man, could have had Charbonnet, K9, and Rico Dowdle in the same backfield. That'd be sweet. And especially now, considering we just have Kenneth Walker back there. But, Kenny McIntosh will be around next year. Maybe. Yeah, he'll be fine. What's this one? The face mask. Drake May. Win or lose, Super Bowl 60 may save Clint Kubiak from may save the Seahawks from losing Clint Kubiak. I don't know if he'd want to go. There's 3 openings available right now, correct? It's the Browns,
the Raiders,
right? The Browns, the Raiders, and the Cardinals. do any of those teams seem like now we've seen Clint Kubiak. He doesn't really have a personality, and that's the knock on him. Do those seem like any position that he'd actually want to go to? I know being a head coach is cool, but
I mean, Raiders have a number 1 pick, so maybe.
But their team sucks.
Their team's awful, though. So
it's not like if you're drafted number 1, you're not a quarterback away. I mean, Fernando Mendoza, they're going to take him, and he's going to get absolutely shredded next year because now maybe it was Brendan Carroll being the offensive line coach and having secret meetings or not knowing what's going on. But I don't know. I just feel like if he wants to be a head coach somewhere, he should probably stay here another year, and he'll probably get a more desirable job than
I agree.
Any of those 3.
Yeah.
What else do we got? Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's it. Sweet. Anything else?
Tommy DeVito or Drew Lock are going to get a ring next Sunday.
Dude, Jalen Milroe is going to get a ring next Sunday.
Yeah, crazy to think that, a lot of the discourse this week, of course, in terms of timeliness to get to the Super Bowl has been around the 2018 quarterback draft class. And out of that, it is Sam Darnold that comes out of that group. Did
you hear what he said when he was asked about it?
No.
He goes, "Oh, well, I was there 2 years ago with the 49ers."
What a response.
And let me look at something really quick because I was wondering, because I made this argument. I want to see something really quick before I say it because no, he was just a member of the practice squad that year. So I was going to say, I remember Josh Rosen being on the 2020 Buccaneers. And I was like, maybe Josh Rosen was actually the first quarterback of that class to go to the Super Bowl. The Rosen one. Dude, he was bad. I remember watching him when he came here his rookie year. And I was like, oh, man, I hope they don't start him. And they did. And I was at the game, and I was like, this guy, this was the first round pick. And then, I mean, they didn't even give him a year. They were just like, okay, we're taking Kyler Murray. And that's not working out anymore. So,
yeah.
Any hot okay. Just take your pick, dude. AFC, NFC, Pro Bowl.
What?
Yeah, take your pick, dude. That flag football game.
Oh, we're not going to choose between like the game of hopscotch or the
jungle jam,
the tiddlywinks competition, or
I'm not gonna
lie. Pro Bowl is
a
joke. I hate the Pro Bowl. Like I don't pay attention to it. I don't care about it.
Dude, Puka's gonna go off.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't watch it. It is so stupid. And
they used to have, back when they did it in the mid 2000s, and they did it in Hawaii every year, and they'd have cool competitions. Like the Pro Bowl was they'd still kind of play, not really, but all the linemen would do bench press, all the running backs would do these drills, all the quarterbacks would do precision passing and long throws. It was cool. And now it's what was the one where they put a football super high up in the sky and then drop it from a drone?
Yeah.
Or
it's
a
joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, pretty much. And I don't know. It's not like you can hit home runs or.
That should be the game that Nickelodeon has.
Oh, yeah.
Don't waste a Thursday night game with Nickelodeon. Go do the Pro Bowl.
The Seahawks ruined someone's life last Sunday. Don't feel bad. They ruined Sean McVay's life too. He's numb. Yeah. Actually, sorry, the refs. The refs ruined Sean McVay's life.
And he's
And the Seahawks just being super lucky to cover all of his receivers.
What a dork.
I don't know. You won't see that from our head coach though. If we lose next Sunday and there's a controversial call, what was the game? Look at when Sam threw 4 interceptions against the Rams and he was bitching about the defense.
Yeah.
So we gave up 2 drives that game. So Yeah, let's pick AFC or NFC. What you picking?
NFC.
AFC.
I don't care.
AFC, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not rooting for our rivals, dude. You think I'm rooting for CMC to freaking play flag football?
Actually, no. I am picking AFC. I'm picking Shedeur Sanders, player of the game.
Okay, I'll pick. I'll pick NFC then, and who's the one?
Nobody fun over there like Shedeur Sanders to root for, is there? Ha!
1 sec. Let me check this out, dude. Roster.
Shedeur.
What does the star mean? Okay, yeah, dude. I'm taking the NFC, and in Matt Stafford's last ever football game.
Ah!
Flag football game, too.
That dude's in Cancun already.
He's going to throw a dot to my boy Puka.
Your boy Puka now. Okay, cool.
Dude, he doesn't.
Cool.
He doesn't believe in concussions, dude. They're all in your head, remember?
That's true.
All right, you got a hot take or you good?
It makes me very sad that my hot take last week is instantly evaporated as Philip Rivers has decided to pull out of something for once in his life, as he pulled out of the Bills head coaching job search.
Dude, you're not PG today, dude.
Wow, and today, dude, is a fun show. But at the end of the day, it makes me sad for Philip Rivers. I don't really have a hot take this week, of course, because I actually my hot take is I think the Shedeur Sanders should have been in the Pro Bowl sooner. Should have been like week 15. And they should have just made a honorary already taken spot in perpetuity for Shedeur Sanders in the Pro Bowl. Like jersey retirement treatment at Buffalo for the Pro. Maybe that's what's going to happen in the Pro Bowl.
At Colorado.
Maybe Shedeur Sanders becomes the first ever player to get his jersey retired in the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, actually, I do have a hot take, and it has to do with the Cleveland Browns.
Go ahead.
I think there's a reason why all these head coaches are backing out of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, they suck as an organization.
I think it's because they know that Deion Sanders is going to be their next head coach.
Shut the fuck up. He's already doing it.
Deion Sanders should be the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, okay. All
right. Then put him on Hard Knocks.
Yeah. Well, you can't. Like, you don't have to do Hard Knocks if you have to be a non-playoff team for 2 years in a row, and you can't have a new head coach, I guess. Otherwise, you don't have to do it if they choose you.
We break the rules of the NFL.
I think they broke it last year because it was the Bills last year, right? Yeah. The Bills were like, bring it in. Bring it on. I'm Sean McDermott. I'm not going to lose my job.
Yeah. I did see this. Cleveland Browns leadership is requiring everyone applying for a coaching position to write an essay. You know, Joe, you said last week that you could get on like ZipRecruiter and see for the I'm
gonna look this up
for the Titans job. Maybe you can go and apply for the Cleveland Browns job. This is no joke. Last week, if you tuned into the show, we found that or Joe found out that you could literally Google and then apply externally to go be the Titans head coach. Before Saleh took it, but see if maybe the Browns are accepting essays from the general public.
Yeah. Let me see. They have some jobs available. Guest service team members, associate press. How to.
No head coach.
I'm looking. You could apply to be a video intern. Yeah, you can do it. Oh no, never mind. That's to be a head coach at Orange Theory, a gym in Cleveland. No, you can't do it.
Well, dang.
All right. Well, I think we'll see you guys next Tuesday, and we will get ready for the Super Bowl, and we'll have smiles on our faces. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks for everybody that's going to watch in the future. Yep. Thank you, guys. Bye.
I don't appreciate your sarcasm.
What are you